Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Timmy Kemza James. For our new and old subscribers, you're all welcome to today's video. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing how to start a ready-to-wear business. So I'm going to be giving you tips on starting a ready-to-wear business, right? So do ensure to watch this video till the end if you want to start and succeed in your ready-to-wear business. Now, be assured that it doesn't matter if you are a tailor or you can sew or you do not know how to sew. As long as you can keep a business together, you have the discipline to keep a business together, you'll be just fine. So without further ado, let's get into our tips. So forget about the name that they say ready to wear business. It's actually, that is just you starting a clothing line or a clothing brand. So it's a really important thing, and people don't do without clothes. Everybody wears clothes. So first off, guys, the first thing you should do is find a solution to a problem. Don't get into the ready-to-wear business because people are getting into the ready-to-wear business and they are saying it is lucrative. Why are you even deciding to go into the business? Yes, everybody's idea of starting a business is to make profit, but making profit is not the number one or the most essential thing in ready-to-wear business. For me, I started a ready-to-wear business because I wanted to bridge a gap, right, that was left for the plus size women. So it was really difficult for me myself as a plus size woman to get clothes in the market or online. Mostly the sizes are usually smaller sizes. So, and even when you see clothes or outfits that are actually your size, they are really not flattering to your body and they are not aesthetically pleasing. So that actually gave me motivation to go into the ready to wear business as well, because I myself, I was already a designer. So I just used the opportunity to go into the ready to wear business, and I can be able to do any outfit that I see that I appreciate. And then my clients as well, who are plus size people, are able to see garments where their curves is considered and their needs are considered. So first off, find a solution to a problem. So what is the problem that you're solving in the society? If you find a solution to that problem, it means you definitely have clients, which are people who have this problem that you're bringing or you're suffering solution to their problem. Now, the second thing is to mentally prepare yourself. That is the second point. Mentally prepare yourself for the business. Business is no jokes, guys. So you really need to be mentally prepared. You're going to be dealing with either you're having a factory produce for you or you're bringing in tailors yourself. You're going to be dealing with these people, and human beings are not easy to deal with, and you're going to be dealing with clients as well. Some days are good days, some days are bad business days. You meet clients who will bring complaints, and there is no business person that appreciates complaints, guys. So for you to be able to tackle your customers and get to please everybody is almost impossible, but that is what you're aiming at. So you need to mentally prepare yourself. It's going to be draining, and sometimes you're putting in the work, you're not necessarily seeing profit immediately, because every business you're starting, you need to reinvest into it. So, and you need to buy things like sewing machines, you need to employ tailors and pay them. Sometimes you don't even have any profit from it because you pay your tailors, you can't owe them, so you have to pay the people who manufacture these clothes, you pay your fabric vendors and all. So it doesn't matter if there is money, nobody cares. So you're the one at the receiving end. So that is something you really need to prepare yourself mentally for. The next point, which is point number 3, is creating your designs. I know that maybe you have an idea of 1 or 2 styles that you would love to see, or you've seen ready to wear clothes such as what I'm wearing. This was actually designed by myself, and I have a tutorial on it on my video, which I'm going to be linking up on my channel, guys, which I'm going to be linking up here. So do ensure to go there to watch how I made this top that I'm wearing. So you have to create designs. Now, because you have a few designs here and there where you really want to showcase and all, a few designs is not enough. I would advise you have a minimum of 50 really nice designs, and if possible you run it by a few friends or a few people to see, or other designers, if you're sure they won't steal from you, they won't steal your designs from you, which I don't advise you to run it by designers, but you can just sort of sample it around to people and see if get reactions back on those designs, if they are something that when they go out to the market will it sell. And when creating your designs, you have to bear in mind the environment where you're going to be selling. Who are your clients? Who are these people? Who are your consumers? Who are the people you're targeting? So for instance, if I live in Nigeria, we know that the weather here is a little bit hot. You really don't want to go ahead picking fabrics or designs which works better for sort of chilled environment, something like heavy jackets and all that. You really don't want to do that, because selling those pieces will be really hard for you to do that. So you have to have all these barriers in mind as you're creating your design. So you get a minimum of 50 designs, have the illustrations done and all of that. Make sure that there are things that you can always get people to create patterns, or you yourself you create patterns for those things, right? So the next point, which is our fourth point, is branding, guys. That's where you make your choice of the name of your company. If you're registering a company for it, you go ahead and do that. Is in this branding that you manufacture your labels and everything that sort of represents your brand. You just brand it and everything, putting your brand in order, registering it and all, in such a way that when people see it, like they feel like they're gaining. It's nicely packaged and everything. They feel like they're gaining, they are really buying from someone who really knows what he's doing. So the next point I'm going to be talking about is sourcing for fabrics, guys. So sourcing for fabrics is really important, because this will, if in the long run, affect your pricing. And then price is also very important, because when these outfits go into the market, at what price, because your environment also has a lot to do with your pricing. How much can people really pay for these pieces? So because of those reasons, you have to source for fabric down to where you can find this fabric at the most affordable rate. So if you're buying fabrics online, you find how to get these fabrics at a very affordable. I really don't want to use the word cheap, but the cheaper the better. So you really want to go to find these fabrics. And so sourcing for fabric is a hell lot of work. So you find those fabric and make sure that, now another thing about finding fabric is this: when you're looking for fabrics to start a ready-to-wear business, you find fabrics from a vendor that you know that whenever you need it, you can always restock on that fabric. And if the fabric is not going to be available, but you know that the price is not going to be fluctuating, so you really want to buy fabrics from where I know that you don't have total control over what happens in the economy of a nation or whatever, but then you have to just find a way to bring a balance to this, so that your prices are not high today and low tomorrow, high today and low tomorrow. So put all this in mind. So the next point I'm going to be talking to you about is sourcing for you're going to be sourcing for tailors or illustrators. You're sourcing for craftsmanship, right? So you're going to be looking for artisans, let me just say, because if you're starting a ready-to-wear business, it's not something, even if you're a tailor, it's not something you can do on your own alone. You have to get other people, because imagine if you put out a design now and you have, let's say, 50 orders in a day. For how long are you going to keep your customers waiting until you're able to meet up with their demand? So you really need artisans. If you're going to be working with illustrators, you need illustrators. But for a beginner, you might not need illustrators, pattern drafters, cutters, sewers, and all of that. So you might just need a few hands that would help you for a start. But as the business progresses and as it becomes bigger, you're going to be needing fashion illustrators who will draw your designs and bring them to life. Then you're going to be needing people who are going to be drafting patterns for these designs. You're going to be needing, is a really broad industry. I don't know how you're seeing it, but the industry is really big and you can go as big as you want. Just that, and this business is something that really, guys, you can start with the minimal amount. You just have to know what you're doing. So guys, you really do need to source for hands that will help you. You can't do it alone. Now this is the thing, you don't have to employ tailors and bring them into your house or into your store for them to sew. You can have tailors where when you have these fabrics, now I'm going to tell you how to start very cheap when you don't have enough money to start. So assuming you have money to create, let's say 5 pieces, you can have tailors where you liaise with them. You can take this to their shops, like this cheaper tailors. You take it to their shop, get them to do this, and you come and you brand it, you package it and everything, and deliver to your clients. That is how to get tailors. So you don't have to get them and bring them to your store or have so many machines at the start. When you start, you can start with just one machine, or if you're not even a sewer, you don't even have to have own a machine before you start. You just give tailors, make sure they understand these designs, and then you go ahead and produce this outfit. So that is another thing. And guys, when you're getting tailors, get tailors who are sustainable, because if you're in Nigeria like I am, Nigerian tailors can disappoint you. So just watch my video on why Nigerian tailors disappoint. I'm going to be linking it up here for you to see. So do make sure you look for the ones who are reliable and are willing to work, right? So the next point on our list is create sample pieces and patterns. So you're going to be creating your patterns, then you're going to be testing out those patterns on sample pieces. So assuming you have up to 50 designs, I'm not saying go ahead and release all these designs into the world, but at first you can release 5 designs at a time. So but you have the illustration of all the 50 designs and all, but you can produce them like 5 batches or even less. That's up to you. So you're going to make your patterns, and you create pieces to sample these patterns and ensure that the patterns are right. If there is any amendment, you're going to be using the sample pieces to make corrections. Now you don't have to find sizes. The next point is find sizes, guys. So you will develop your own size chart that you want to use, so that your clients can work with your size chart. Now you don't have to create patterns or create designs in all of the sizes. You just work within, maybe if you have models or you want to model yourself, you go ahead and create the one that is for your own size, right? And then you test out those patterns. So for every size you're doing, you make those patterns and then you test run the patterns before you start selling to your customers or your clients. And mostly the patterns where the outfits where you use to test run are usually always good as well, so they are something you can sell also. So do ensure to test out your patterns. And then the next point is go for a photo shoot, because you can't do a ready to wear business and say you don't want to sell online. Our world has totally changed to a digital world, and people want to shop, but most times they don't even want to leave their home. So online marketing is just everything, in as much as you still be doing your marketing offline and like getting boutiques who are willing to partner with you and sell this outfit is also nice. But mostly the online one is the one I advise you to do most. You go for your photo shoots, you get your models, or if you're the one modeling for yourself, that's fine. You do for each design, you try to do a photo shoot for them to see all angles of this design. So you do that. And then guys, the last point that I'm going to be talking to you about is marketing this. You're going to market this product as though, so you need money to market. I personally feel that is one aspect that is money consuming, because you really need to put money into ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, wherever you can find ads to run ads on for these designs. It will really really go a long way to blow your business. So you really want to put money into advertising your, it's like a product that you want, so you advertise like no man's business. So that's our last tip, guys. This tip can never, don't say you want to just use let's say you have your a community of your own community, or your, if it's not like you're famous online, you really do need to put money into ads, running ads. Even if you're famous online, you really need to put money into running ads, because nobody ever got hurt by more clients. So when you get, the more customers you have, the better for your business, and everything is now digital. So thank you so much if you have stayed with me till the end of this video. If you find this video helpful, do ensure to give me a thumbs up, share this video with your friends so that they can all start making money in 2022, guys. So see you in my next tutorial. Bye.